Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I am Illuminati, and this is the Crypto and Cognac podcast show, as always, live Thursday, 7 p.m. on YouTube and live on Instagram, right? As usual, I am here to share with you, the complex and the, what to call it? The traditional, right? We're gonna talk about a little bit about cognac, a lot a bit about crypto, and we're gonna have fun while doing it. As always, I have to remind you guys, we have to do the housekeeping. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing that I share with you here this evening and any evening that follows or any evening that preceded this should not be misconstrued as being financial advice. As always, the same way we have our cognac is the same way we have our conversation. It's all about the ICE rule. Information, conversation, education, right? I tell you a little bit, you tell me a little bit, and hopefully at the end of this, we are a little bit better off for it, right? So before we jump into the topic of the day, which is MemeCoin Mania, right? I just want to touch a little bit about the cognac side. A lot of people ask me questions about cognac, and I think it's my responsibility to not just share with you guys about the crypto stuff, but to share about my passion for cognac as well. So people ask, what do you call somebody who, creates cognacs or whatever is the case? And that person is basically called a master blender. And the master blender is the person who would do the tasting and decide on the combinations of the various 𝐂𝐻𝐍s that go into the blending of the premium cognacs, right? So that person is called a master blender. Seems like a simple name. Makes sense, right? So each cognac house will have a master blender who is responsible for achieving the consistency, complexity in the various cognacs that they put out. It's usually a very, very interesting career path, and usually you find that a lot of master blenders, it's kind of passed down through the family, right? So it's not something that, you just wake up and decide, I'm going to be a master blender. It's something that you kind of have to be around. But that's not to say that if you're really passionate about it, it's not something that you could pursue. So go out there, do your thing, send me some samples, right? Okay. So today, now every week we talk about the fact that we blend the traditional with the innovative as it relates to crypto and cognac, right? Today we're going to talk a little bit, we're going to be pushing the boundaries of the innovative, more along the lines of what some might call bizarre even. And for a long time, so we've been doing the podcast now for over 2 years. For a long time now, people have been asking me about, meme coins. What about Dogecoin? What about Shiba Inu? What about Mango Coin? What about Dango Coin? Wherever is the case. And I have tried to kind of stay away from it. That's just because me personally, I have never been a fan of meme coins, because a lot of times the people who come to me to ask me about meme coins, this is them making their first foray into crypto, right? And I personally believe that before you get into this space, you should understand the origin of the space. And so I always redirect people to start with Bitcoin, understand why Bitcoin was created, understand the utility behind Bitcoin, and then work through the industry from that perspective, right? Understand the tech before you start focusing too heavily on the returns. So I have not really discussed meme coins on the podcast up until this point, because I didn't want to be seen as advocating for meme coins. But the fact of the matter is that meme coins are a significant part of the crypto infrastructure at this point in time. We have meme coins in the top 10 in terms of market capitalization. We have coins like Dogecoin, which is in the top 10, which most people would consider that to be a blue chip coin. I mean, if you're in the top 10, you're kind of considered blue chip, right? Okay, so Doge fell out the top 10, so they're in 11, but they still have a huge market capitalization of almost $14 billion, right? So between Dogecoin, between Shiba Inu, Pepe, Bonk, all these other coins, they make up a significant percentage of the crypto market. And as somebody who's trying to be responsible in the way that they share information and create awareness about this space, I thought it was necessary at this point to just deal with it, right? Let's talk about it, right? So what is a meme coin anyway, right? A meme coin basically is a token that's basically created based on, some meme, some internet character, some joke. It's usually created from a very humorous perspective. Dogecoin is, I think it could take the role of being the first ever meme coin. It was created quite back in 2013 as basically a joke. It was created to be a counterbalance to what was then perceived to be the more serious cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, right? So in 2013, it was created by two gentlemen. What are their names? Mr. Billy Marcus, who is a software engineer, and Jackson Palmer, who is a marketing specialist. Now, interestingly enough, I always tend to believe that to execute a successful token launch, you have to have a balance between the tech and the marketing, because I've seen amazing projects, the utility, the tech behind it, amazing, hands down, and unsuccessful, right? Because they focus so much on the tech and not enough on the marketing, that they don't build a strong enough community to be sustainable. And then on the other side, I've seen projects with amazing marketing, only marketing, just about building up a community, nothing in the background, nothing substantial. And then what happens is that the founders eventually rug and they leave the community stranded. So I think, interestingly enough, that balance of the tech developer side and the marketing expertise, I think, is the recipe for success in this space, right? And Dogecoin apparently had it, but they created it in 2013, like I said, as a joke, and it kind of lay dormant for a long time until it exploded finally, and we've seen Dogecoin grow from pretty much obscurity to the point where people like Elon Musk were getting behind it, going on SNL talking about Dogecoin, talking about accepting Dogecoin in his various businesses, Tesla, as the case may be. And that fueled crazy levels of speculation around Dogecoin. And that kind of birthed the MemeCoin Mania that we now have come to kind of accept and expect in this crypto space. So as always, there is always some new project that purports to be a killer of the project that came before. So Shiba Inu came after Doge. The dog, which is the logo for Dogecoins, is actually a Shiba Inu, is the make of dog. So Shiba Inu was created. It was supposed to be the Doge killer. It grew exponentially. We saw, crazy things happen. Like one investor invested something like $8,000 into Shiba Inu in August 2020 at the height of the crypto bull market. that had grown from 8,000 to $5 billion. Paper gains, of course, but yes, $5 billion is what that investment then looked like, which then took this whole meme culture over the hills exponentially, and every single body was creating a meme coin, right? So we know about Dogecoin, we know about Shiba Inu, we know about Fluky, we know about Pepe, we know about Bunk, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Bunk. And those are, some of the more popular ones. But in between that, we have Calm Rocket, we have Doge Inu, we have Fluky Inu, we have Shiba Doge, we have Elon Doge, we have Doge Father, and so many different incarnations of these tokens. And then we have fake versions of all these tokens as well. So one of the things that you have to remember when you're chasing meme coins, when you're chasing the pumps, anybody could create a token, right? And it doesn't mean that the token has value, right? So make sure if you're interested in a token, make sure you're going to buy the right token. Go to CoinMarketCap, go to CoinGecko, make sure you have the right token address. Make sure you're interacting with the approved social media accounts for the various tokens, so that you are not just buying cat and bag, as the people them say, right? So we had all these tokens happen, and then the market crash. Of course, the meme coins took significant hits. That guy 5 billion probably went all the way back down into the maybe hundreds of millions. I don't know. I wasn't following the wallet, but I don't know if he sold. I don't know if he's still holding it. I don't even know if he has the private keys to be able to access the wallet. Because who does that? Who holds $8,000 all the way up to $5 billion and never withdraws? Who does that? I know it couldn't be me. You understand? Because from the time that start hitting the millions, I gonna be starting to withdraw. Sorry, not sorry. But yes. And then most recently, the most recent, I would say, dominant meme coin has been Bunk. Bunk was created last December, so almost a year now, and it came about after FTX crashed. FTX was a major supporter investor in the Solana ecosystem. The Solana ecosystem took a major hit, and this meme coin was created, and it was kind of airdropped to the various developers, the various projects, the top projects in the Solana ecosystem, rewarding people who had continued to be committed and supportive of the Solana ecosystem. And that happened in December, and we saw, a significant development in terms of attention for Bunk in January, which kind of kick-started or jump-started the Solana attention, the Solana ecosystem earlier this year. And then, the market happens. People lose interest. The price took a hit again, started going back down. So for most of the year, if you look at the price charts for Bunk, it's pretty much flat. And then, we started seeing a lot more attention being paid to Solana all throughout this year in terms of developer attention, in terms of projects, in terms of number of transactions. We saw Solana usurp Ethereum in terms of volume of transactions in the space. And I guess with that, obviously, with more eyes, more wallets, more activity on the Solana ecosystem, they're going to be people who are going to be chasing the pumps and chasing, the meme narratives. And the thing about meme coins, one thing that they do successfully is build community. You can't knock them. And at the end of the day, the community knows what they're getting into. It's just for shits and giggles. And if something comes out of it where, you know, they decide to build a DAO structure and the community is then able to do something with the money they've raised or revenue they've generated, all fine and good. But most people getting into it are purely for speculative purposes, or because they find it funny, they find it interesting. They might be dog people, they want to hold a dog coin. You know, all these various interesting things is why people get involved. But anyway, Solana starts to heat back up. People get excited, and then we start seeing Bonk taking this parabolic movement again. I mean, moving from, I think over the last 60 days, Bonk has increased by something like 8,000%. So 8,000%, 80x. Basically, if you had $1 in Bonk, it's now worth $80, right? That is the kind of insane growth that we have seen happen with Bonk in the Solana ecosystem. And as a result of that, we are now seeing the same thing that happened on Ethereum, same thing that happened following Doge's success. We are seeing a tremendous amount of meme coins being created on the Solana ecosystem. Bonk Inu, Pepe Bonk, Punk, Skunk, Dunk, Clunk, Bronk, all kind of different things, right? A lot of them are pure folly. A lot of them are complete rugs. You see them people start throwing money in because everybody looking for the next Bonk, everybody looking for the next Shiba, everybody looking for the next Doge, right? And then the team rugs the project, absconds with a few $1,000s. Sometimes they even let it get up to a few $1,000s. It's people just creating tokens, cashing out $500 here and going their way. So this is why I say, you know, it's been on my mind as to whether I talk about this thing, whether I don't talk about this thing. But I think it's responsible. I have to be responsible enough to speak about it, touch both sides. You know, apparently there is some value if you're interested in the community. If you're you know, just want to have shits and giggles, you know, we do a lot of things just for entertainment purposes, fine. But if you are looking for a serious investment, something to build your portfolio, and you're hoping to get rich, I don't recommend dabbling with meme coins. Just, you know, don't do it. If you want to have some fun, you want to throw a few dollars, a few cents, your money, your decision, right? But please, now I'm seeing cat memes. Like they get tired with the dogs. There's a new cat meme coin out called 𝐂𝐻𝐍 or something like that, which is created based on, it's the name of Solana's head of strategies cat, right? So Austin Federa, who is the head of strategy for Solana, he has a cat. His cat's name is 𝐂𝐻𝐍 or 𝐂𝐻𝐻 or whatever the cat name is. They create a token just off of this cat, right? And like I said, because people like pets, people like animals, the Solana ecosystem is pumping right now, and meme coins are a thing. This may have some crazy traction. Do say I'll send you day, because we never did, right? But if somebody want to buy some 𝐂𝐻𝐻 and deposit it to my wallet, do it. I mean, I go wait and see if it turns into 5 billion. But again, please, as we say always, not just with meme coins, with everything in this crypto space, with everything in any space, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Do your own research. This is not financial advice, right? But what all of this has shown me especially is that meme coins are here to stay, right? We're not going to get rid of them. We're going to see more and more of them. Will there ever be a meme coin that overtakes Doge, the biggest? I don't know. We're going to see Bonk do it. We're going to see Shiba do it. We're going to see Pepe do it. We're going to see Elote do it. I don't know. But I'll be on these sides watching, laughing, enjoying the memes because I do like a good meme, but just not for my money. Okay? But guys, as always, stay safe out there. Right? As I say, adoption is inevitable. And with adoption, we have, all kind of things coming out of the woodwork. After meme coins, it might be something else, right? So just be careful out there. Enjoy your evening. First, I should have started this at the beginning, but I wish each and every one of you a happy, a holy, a safe Christmas. I will see you guys next week after Christmas, before the end of the year, and I'm going to wish you all a happy new year then. But until such time, be careful with all your eating, all your drinking, all your driving. Please drink and degen responsibly. Drink and drive responsibly. I want to see all of you all back here after Christmas for next year, for the next bull run, for the run after that. Right? Adoption is inevitable, and I hope that you're here to see it with me. So, with that said, guys, Illuminati out. Be blessed.